What's up, everybody? This is the MOBC, my own boxing community. Ross Clot 222, aka Excalibur. The WBA rules, all right? Okay. From my understanding, okay, it says, and then you could Google it, the horizontal line from the navel to the top of the hips is considered low. Okay, so basically anything below the navel is low. All right. Now, anything that's on the belt line can be considered legal, but it is up to the referee's discretion. Okay, it is up to the referee discretion. Now, in the beginning of the Usyk fight versus Daniel Dubois, the referee did not state where the belt line starts, where it is illegal and where it is legal, right? Usually they tell you on the belt line here is okay, on the belt line here it's not okay, right? Now, they'll either tell you this right in the ring, right before they touch gloves, or they'll say it in the dressing room. We don't know if the referee said what was on the belt line, where it was legal and illegal. We don't know because they didn't show the referee speak on it. So I hear a lot of videos where people are trying to defend the referee, but they don't know. They don't know because there's no footage of the referee saying where it is illegal at in the back room, in the dressing rooms, in the locker rooms. And we know he didn't say it in the ring. Okay? Now, Usyk has a tendency to keep his trunks up high. Now, a lot of you guys watch boxing and you could see he had his belt up high. He had it up high. You couldn't see his navel. And when the fight was over with, he pulls his shorts down when they're interviewing him. Now you can see his navel. Now you can see his navel. So someone along the lines is playing games. And all you guys know, you've seen the amateur fight with Better Beef. He beat Better Beef, but Better Beef dropped him. What did he drop him with? He dropped him with a body shot. There was a fight during the cruiserweight. I don't know. I don't remember if it was during the tournament or it was just a fight that he had. I can't remember. But I think towards one of the ends of the round, he got dropped with a body shot and the referee didn't call it. When he fought Anthony Joshua was hitting him with good body shots. He was hurting him with good body shots. And it is a tactic of his to complain to the referee. It is a tactic by a lot of fighters. They get hit in the body really good. It looks like it's low, and they start complaining to the referee. That's how you buy time. And the more and more you say it, the more and more it'll seem like it's really a low blow. The more and more the more you say it, the referee will start to look into it. Okay? So again, I haven't gave my opinion on this yet, but I'm just telling you the facts. And the facts is the WBA states that anything from the top of from the bottom of the navel to the top of the hip is considered low. Now, if your trunks are high and we can't see the navel, again, it is up to the referee. And again, wearing your shorts up high is a tactic of some boxers. Now, sometimes when you're boxing, it's happened before, even when you're sparring. Sometimes when you're sparring, sometimes the shorts, they tend to ride up. And a lot of the times, the fighter will pull them down because you don't want the cup to keep riding up into your testicle area. You don't want that. You don't want to write it down, so you pull it down. This is just a simple fact. It is a fact. That's the rule. So it is up to the referee's discretion. What I don't like what the referee did is the referee was telling Usyk to take your 5 minutes. Take your 5 minutes. Take your 5 minutes. And Usyk wanted to fight, and he was insisting on him taking his 5 minutes. When the fighter want to fight, you let the fighter fight. This referee was clearly being biased for Usyk. Clearly. When Usyk got hit with the body shot, the crowd immediately booed. Again, that plays a role in the perception of the referee. It plays a big role in it. Okay? All of this plays a role in it, okay? Usyk's trunks was really high. In the weigh-in, his midsection looked soft. Okay? And again, like I said, when you get hit good with the body and it's right on the belt line and it's legal, you get the wind knocked out of you, whatever the case may be, you complain to the referee. You let them know that it's a low blow and they'll consider it. They'll take a break, tell you to hold on, break. Let's see what's going on. They look into it. Okay? So the referee allowed Usyk to take an unwarranted break. Now, yes, Usyk was winning the fight. Usyk won the fight. He stopped him. Almost everyone knew that Usyk was going to win this fight. Okay? Again, if you have a broken orbital bone, you're really not the same fighter like you used to be. Okay? You can still compete, but there's just a little something there missing. We've seen it time and time again. We've seen it with Kell Brook. We've seen it with Wilfredo Gomez. We've seen it time and time again. Okay. A lot of people was calling Dubois a hype job after he lost to after he lost to Joe Joyce. They was calling him a hype job. Said he was fighting bums. He's no good. But the minute that he was fighting Usyk, the narrative switched from the Usyk fanboys. Again, the same Usyk fanboys are the same guys who praise Triple G with his subpar resume and say he's the greatest middleweight in the world. And Better Beef is just the greatest light heavyweight in the world. I'm talking about those guys, the fanboys. I'm a fan of Usyk, but I'm not a fanboy. I'm talking about these guys. These guys specifically talked bad about Daniel Dubois because the thought of Daniel Dubois fighting Usyk never crossed their mind. They didn't think it would ever happen. And somehow Dubois became a mandatory for the title, and here we are. And the same Usyk fans, all of a sudden, Dubois is dangerous. He has a puncher's chance. He has a puncher's chance. So y'all stop the cap. Again, you European boxing fanboys and all the rest of you guys, you European boxing fanboys, right? Y'all are the reverse LDBC pretty much, right? LDBC is for black fighters. You guys are for white fighters. The MOBC is for fighters, period. Red, blue, yellow, green, purple, alien, Klingon, Sith, Jedi, whatever, Kryptonian, doesn't matter. The MOBC, we only look at the boxer, not boxing. We don't look at skin. We don't look at ethnicity, none of that. So this is why there's a division. And this is why we have a situation like this now where everyone from the black side and the white side is up in arms. Now, I will say this. Had this been reversed, and it was Daniel Dubois who got hit on the belt line, and the referee said, timeout, take your timeout. This is the illegal shot. I guarantee you, the European boxing fanboys, all you guys will be up in arms, yelling and screaming that it should have been a stoppage. If Daniel Dubois had turned around, hypothetically speaking, got hit with the body shot, and then he comes back and win. You guys would have been going crazy all over YouTube. So let's cut the cap. Let's just be real here. Again, a lot of you channels out there, you went and chose sides, and now your content is all about race. It's all about who's better because of ethnicity. And now your channels are crap. A lot of your channels are crap. And it is what it is. You guys don't talk. You guys don't know how to talk boxing. You guys just talk skin politics. Now, with that being said, I'm going to give you my opinion on this situation. Remember, I read the rules. The referee stands. He called it an illegal shot. It is what it is. Again, everyone is saying, oh, it doesn't matter if he would have called the knockdown. Usyk would have still won. You guys don't know what the outcome would have been if the fight would have continued. Because again, you guys who are saying Daniel Dubois wouldn't have won if the referee still would have counted the knockdown, Daniel Dubois would have won. You guys are the same fans who say Lennox Lewis would have lost, even though Vitaly Klitschko could barely see, was probably 6 more rounds with an eye like that. In my opinion, I don't think he was going to last. At some point, Lennox Lewis was going to hit that eye again, more than once. You guys are the same guys who feel like Vitaly Klitschko was robbed of victory. But now when it comes to Daniel Dubois, and people are saying he potentially was robbed of a victory, you guys aren't on that side of the fence anymore. You guys don't feel like that. But here's my opinion on this. Was the shot a legal shot? Okay. Did the referee call the wrong call? Again, the referee called what he called. He said it was illegal. Usyk turns around and win. End of story. Again, I will say it one more time. Had he called it a knockdown, we don't know what the momentum of the fight would have been. We don't know. Things like that changes the momentum. Confidence on Usyk's side could have went down. Confidence on Dubois' side could have went up. We don't know. But here's my take on it. Was the shot a legal shot? Again, from the rules, from the navel, bottom of the navel, to the top of the hips is considered low. But in order to make that call, I have to see where your navel is. Your navel should be visible, and it wasn't visible. I hate to put it to you, you fanboys of Usyk, but that was a legal shot. That flabby stomach, looking flabby like Larry Holmes, fat and flabby. He was hurt, and you guys know he was hurt. I saw that he was hurt, and he went down from the shot. It shocked him, and he went down. And sometimes you could get the wind knocked out of you, and your wind could come back. And maybe that's what happened with him. But every man knows when they get hit below the belt, whether it's by you playing baseball, you're playing with your friends, you guys play fight and you get kicked in the balls, you know, whatever the case may be, the first thing a man does is grab his balls when he gets hit in the balls. And Usyk didn't do that. Usyk fell looking pathetic, looking like a complete loser. He fell. And he was looking at the ref, crying for help. And that's what I saw. Again, I'm not being biased. And I'm not, you tell me how you feel about it. There's no wrong or right answers. Because Usyk already won. I'm all for him winning. He won. He won fair and square. The referee called what he called. But I'm telling you what I feel. It was a legal shot. I can't see it a navel. And then when you're the post fight interview at the end, your shorts are all the way down. Your shorts are all the way down. Usyk is 37 years old. Is he slowing down? I don't know. Did the two fights out of AJ took some out of him? It did. He dominated the first fight, but it's still a hard fight. The second fight was a little more competitive. He's taking shots from a real heavyweight. In the second fight, AJ hurt him more than once. But let's not just all of a sudden count Dubois out. Anything can happen in boxing. Anything can happen in boxing. And one punch can change the course of a whole fight. And that's what we probably potentially missed. To me, it was a legal shot. This is a pro-Usyk crowd. Everything Usyk did, the crowd was screaming for him. Now, I don't know what's going on with Frank Warren and having all these fights outside. What I don't know. I don't know the politics of how he handles boxing. But what I do know is I can't see the navel. The shot hit the belt. Usyk went down, and it should have been called a knockdown. It should have been called a legal shot. Period. That's just my opinion. If you guys feel it wasn't what it was, tell me why in the comments. There's no right, wrong, or right answers. This is the MOBC. You can speak your mind. No one is wrong or right. No one is wrong or right. It doesn't take nothing away from Usyk. He's still one of the best fighters in his generation. He still could be considered pound for pound, one of the pound for pound best fighters of this generation. So it doesn't take anything away from him. But what I did see is he did get hurt and he went down. It is what it is. It's boxing. No one is invincible. No one is. There's nothing perfect about Usyk. There's nothing special about Usyk. Okay? He's just lucky that he's in a generation where the heavyweights just aren't as great as they used to be. They're bigger, possibly stronger. I don't know. But I'm really upset that Tyson Fury is doing what he's doing and avoiding Usyk. Because after that fight with Daniel Dubois, and even after the fight with AJ, I'm in my opinion, I'm 100% sure Fury could beat Usyk. But it's unfortunate that Fury doesn't believe in himself like the other fighters. I mean, the fans out there who believe in Fury, that he could beat Usyk. I'm one of the guys who believe that Usyk is too big for him, too strong for him, fast, probably faster than him, has good footwork for his size, and he's stronger, has more power. He could bully him. Fight on the inside. He could fight on the outside and box on his feet, box on his toes. I don't think there's no style that Usyk has, anything about him that could beat Fury. But that remains to be seen. Fury has a fight with Inango. I don't know how that's going to turn out. Most of us got Fury winning. But I don't know how that's going to turn out. There's a rematch clause, apparently, with that fight with Ngannou. So the Tyson Fury and Usyk fight's probably never going to happen. But that's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. But again, to make my point, in my opinion, it was a legal shot and the fight could have went on. And again, we don't know what the outcome could have been. Daniel Dubois is a game fighter. He did the best that he could, but unfortunately, he's fighting one of the best fighters in this generation, one of the best pound per pound fighters of this generation, and that's Usyk. And hopefully we could get a rematch. Maybe we could get a rematch, and maybe we could get a rematch in a more neutral ground. I would like to see more rematches in this generation. We don't get enough of them. I like to see rematches immediately too, and not 2 or 3 years down the line. You know, sometimes some rematches should happen right away, right? Like we had with Kambosos and Devin Haney. Even though the first fight was one-sided, Kambosos was a world champion, and he deserved a second chance because the outcome could have been different, and it wasn't. Haney won. But that's just my take on this whole Usyk situation. This is the MOBC, my own boxing community. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment.